Welcome to Adventures in Creative Hypnosis, Volume 1 by John Borghese, Ericksonian hypnotist and New Code NLP practitioner and coach. This hypnosis is available as a high quality MP3 recording by clicking the link below. We shall begin. Magicians play tricks, and there is no real magic. But perhaps you'll now find yourself considering what real magic could mean for you. And maybe, just perhaps, there is something of interest behind the curtain of an old stage in an intimate, dusty old relic of a theatre where you could now happen to be, drifting comfortably, luxuriously, sinking lower down into your soft, worn, luxury leather theatre seats. You are primed for this performance. The sensation of the familiar, the known, a sense of the world unknown, the spectacular, might well emerge from this enchanted state of fascination. For through its form, this drama could reveal all its secrets to you, and in all of this, you may well be invited to think about this new story you now find yourself exploring. As you eagerly listen, you can hear old pulleys creaking. A scene is carefully revealing itself as the curtains open. The hero appears, declaring their truth, driven to manifest their intent, and they maneuver the story in their favour, honestly revealing their true nature. Skillfully, they bring the plot to life and vividly impress upon you their complex character, a most intense passion. The most elusive sense of deja vu could now pervade your senses. What could all this mean? As you inquisitively continue observing this fantastic series of events, strategic developments transpire. You find yourself absorbing this story of truthful intensity. Something moves in you, and you could begin to really wonder where this story could lead, like riding a train where you forgot how or where you got on. You're moving, destination unknown. And as you now look back on this scene from the comfort of that luxurious theatre seat, I'm not sure if you know the hero of this story. And perhaps, as you relax your attention, you could identify a single thought that drives elusively tangled fragments of the imagination as they conspire to conjure a quantum dream state, where the stage is now set for a new fantasy to occur, spontaneously materializing. The magician, subtle and vague in the way they present their enigmatic messages, a uniquely special atmospheric ethereal quality as they speak. They strike chords resounding so deeply within you. The intensifying pulse travels the axis of your thoughts. Who is the you that's present in this moment now? Are you enjoying the performance from your comfortable theatre seat? Or could you be experiencing the unexpected train ride along the line to a place yet to be discovered? You're soaked in deeply intricate, dripping curiosity about this new world that you find yourself exploring signals you could use to cast magic. You look down and you could find in your hand a wand. It feels familiar, doesn't it? Like it belongs to you, like it's part of you. As you feel its shape, you knowingly clasp it. And as it rises now, you realize you are the most powerful form of sorcerous light and wisdom. You speak a language of rhythm as you continue to enjoy your emergent talent in somatic communication. Traveller of light, you awaken to waves of gravitation, effortlessly animating your body. You may find you can easily move to this momentum, subtly sensing and translating a moment of truthful awareness into an everlasting celebration of your true identity. Maybe you truly exist in vibrational form. So, could you allow your fluent vibratility freely broadcast from the nexus of your authentic frequency, elucidating your entire mind? And you open yourself to a real wondering sense of what this could really mean for you. While you move to greater depth, how amazingly comforting would it be to find yourself freely conversing with those deepest parts? By now, you might have realized how empowering it could be shifting yourself to a greater depth of understanding, while a thoughtful feeling could perhaps invite your emphasis to wander deeper and focus on a specific purpose, or your deeper self can now simply present you that concept. Often, one can easily allow beautiful things influence their awareness and let yourself enjoyably experience the findings as a meaningful new sense of insight may rise from your depths. Frequently, people can come to realize they're smoothly shifting from an old place into a remarkable new sense of themselves. So you can allow this to happen for the reasons that feel most relevant to you. It can be so easy, can't it, to look further and imagine the empowering, flowing continuum of your reality, immensely filling with satisfying options, and embracing this idea of how you can now see this story transpiring, seamlessly flowing through time. Perhaps it's much easier than you think to notice certain signals that means you're advancing greatly in your internal development, as this interweaves with it a profound sense of calm interfacing your awareness. So, as you allow for more focus on your internal world, what things would you possibly love to find there? It can be quite interesting knowing how you can become so intrigued with an idea, so enthralled with this concept, that you can go to a point inside where you smoothly release any attachment to outcome and simply revel in the process of creating what you want. I find myself wondering through this dimension of thought that maybe you could begin decisively generating solutions to any of the challenges that you could now overcome. You may already notice how easy it is to think about things differently as you continue to benefit from the insight that comes through living a positive frame of mind. And isn't it amazing when you look at life this way? You can really open your heart to an evolving working knowledge of the ways in which you can live your truest purpose. In time to come, what could happen if you might look back on yourself as sunk comfortably into this luxury theatre seat, immersed in a story that tells of how you freely access and apply all your best resources and talents, in sync with the things you're learning which you've yet to realise, and what a wonderful place that is to live. That state, being irresistibly curious in what happens next. What's your magic secret? What's the code to your soul? What experiences could empower your quest to impress your ultimate truth upon the world? The best part of you already knows how to internally master the instinctual process for your success, so elegantly taking form, rhythm, and structure, beautifully complex, and yet you can truly revel in the simple, certain clarity this quantum dream now rewards you with. And you can thank yourself for this magnificent gift, for you are the creator of your own experience. Whilst you blissfully muse upon this thought, you could playfully contemplate how new things are possible for your living, breathing, lovingly strong intent manifest, and how you could advise and influence your world for the better. So, and as you knowingly connect your breath, have you considered that even the simplest act of breath, you converse with the rhythm of life, you converse with the universe? So you might like to quietly celebrate yourself. In the spirit of freedom, you can find the instinct to push yourself to be your best, focused, honestly search for that deep inspiration that lives in you. I mean that special passion that ignites at your center, pervasive, and lights every nerve, making you stretch to reach the sun, the moon, the stars. Yes, I speak to your reason for living. You know how a talented artist authors their vision. The powerful, driving reason is they can see in their mind what could be, and from the inner universe of free thought, they reach through that opportunity a single strand of consciousness, interfacing the nature of things takes its root, and subtly orchestrating a sonorous cadence begins its natural work, manifesting the artist's dream as it comes to life. I'm only curious how you might make things real in your mind, because maybe you could make something real in your thoughts that you greatly desire but have not yet begun to consider as real in yourself until now. Think about what your heart craves, feel it, because the world needs people who live on purpose. I'm wondering if you could be one of them. Let me ask you a question. What would have to happen in your future for you to look back on this experience as the one of the most inspiring chapters in your story of success? That's the power of living your vision, living on purpose, building your dream and stopping for nothing. The only limits exist in your mind, so maybe you now know any challenge can be overcome, or that thought could be dawning in your mind. That's the point of life. Master yourself. The reason is the vision to rouse the fire in your passion and inject molten language into your core soul intent. What's your purpose? If not to exhaust your last breath, loving your life for everything you can make of it. How do you want to experience yourself as energy in motion? Now you can begin to understand that your passion must burn fierce for you to really live, to love, and inspire those around you. I invite you to pay serious attention to the vision you wish for. How real is it to you? And looking back from the future, what would it mean for you having made it this way? A man once told me, the beauty's in the struggle. And I think if you have that special something in the deeper you, that aspect of your psyche, the storyteller, weaving thoughts of perseverance and entrenched positivity in the face of adversity and hardship, it's that voice you should listen to, telling you that yes, you can do it. You can be the greatest translation of your true feelings, avidly discovering that deep power within, so you can fluently shift your attention and magnify your passion as freely as exploring the power to select the mind through which you decide to experience the world. Now, as you can engage in your true vision, what's the real story of your life? How will your quest progress from this point in time? What if every action you took, every decision you made was because of your vision? You may be mesmerized, and sometimes confusion is good. It means something better can happen for you now. I'm wondering if you may realize how you can choose your feelings, because you deserve feeling magnificent, as is your right. I invite you to step into a world made up of good feelings. And if I ask you, which world would you choose? This world, you may notice, hearing the words that are most deeply meaningful to you, seeing the things that you love the most and value. What's important is that you may develop a strong interest in how you sense this fantastic environment. What's it like when you embody this thought? Give it form and structure. You create your own purpose. Can you feel lusciously enjoyable feelings seamlessly weave themselves into this realization of your true power as an awesome being? I'd like to suggest you are vastly more than you consciously perceive. Just observe your capacity to love and be loved is so strong, internally magnetizing all those free feelings. The impulsion to let yourself drift in further, a new sense of who you are. And you can welcome all these feelings because they're yours. It is you who creates them. You are the panoramic view of true beauty, the blank canvas onto which you depict yourself into being, design in real time, and as each breath passes, I don't know if you can imagine the smooth motion of a soft, loving thought, calmly soothing your being, and maybe, I'm not sure, if you could let my words flowing so softly translate themselves into this feeling. What a wonderful soul you are. I know you're listening. I have your full attention. You can choose to ask yourself for inner guidance and begin letting your true nature speak the language you best understand, the words and the depth they carry. Maybe you just haven't realized how amazingly stunning you are until now, absorbing my voice wholly into your consciousness. You can come to realize that you're free to choose what you feel and how you exist. What happens when you take those feelings even deeper in this world? And you might just be so enthusiastically excited because you could realize you are the creator of your own perception. So the question then becomes, how easily can your beacon shine through the mist? Finding your way can be as simple as listening to those feelings, happily guiding you through a deep internal relationship. They can answer the questions with clear, unconditional positivity. It's not important to ask why. What's important is how you focus on feeling good. You may be aware of emotions rising even higher as you continue to listen to the voice of this feeling. you may become even more deeply focused and centered on feeling great, aren't you? Maybe you'll remember this choice to allow unconditional happiness to saturate your life, or your unconscious can subtly influence your thoughts with excitement, inspiration, and joy. Then there's the question of how you would choose to feel if you could feel anything you want. Stories like this show that you can open internal worlds of choice at will, simply setting your intent and syncing intuition to your higher purpose. You can enjoy all the love you deserve. Your unconscious can awaken to the rhythm of empowerment, and as you listen, maybe you have begun to notice the experience of feelings of comfort, wonder, and profound contentment as you cherish yourself and revel in each new wave of emotion and know they flow from you. Therefore, you find this exciting new space to explore the magic feeling of being who you really are. Being who you really are means you know deep down what you really want. Your heart's compass set on course for success, and your vision is clearly taking shape here in your future, where you could now experience the creation of new choices that might lead to special things happening, and perceiving the universe. It could deliver you a question where your gift could be called upon, an opportunity to excel in what you love, a passion igniting an absolute sense of purpose, and the fundamental driving relevance that you're here by design. You're hearing these words means you're on course in your destiny, and wherever this dream may lead, you, the future vision of your soul, grows and evolves, constantly transforming and learning through a curious and playful fascination of how the internal path travels at a depth so few can understand. And yet here you are, traversing lifetimes and timelines through many bodies and faces to reach this point. And as it navigates these dimensions, your soul is learning the ways of pure love and forgiveness, emerging in an intensely personal story of your adventures in experimental thought. And what if I told you, at this precise moment, the universe, it's evolving through you. It's evolving through you. How would that change you? What things would you do differently? Because as you may already be aware, every action, every word, every thought translates into how your version of reality responds. You inhabit your perception. So as your intent metamorphosizes, so does the way you occupy time and space. This is the natural order of things, the universal laws of consciousness. Thought becomes reality, and a dream is another form of thought. And to live a real dream is to credit your very existence. Thank you very much for listening. My name is John Borghese. This has been The Adventures in Creative Hypnosis, Volume 1. If you click the link below, you can purchase the MP3, which is a much higher quality recording. Thank you. Goodbye.